I turn my awareness to the frequency broadcast of God, Goddess, Absolute. But I would apply that to anything, like if I'm wanting to vibrate with the frequency of love, then, I turn my awareness to the frequency broadcast of love ad infinitum. It's like it's become so second nature, the awareness of all of this resonance of infinite possibilities that's right there. It's the quantum field, which I've been calling for many years, the womb of creation, the womb of eternal blackness, out of which all possibilities spring. And so I want you all to be reflecting on, what is it that's important for you in your life, and realizing that that something is alive and well in the quantum field. It's just a matter of bringing into activation, that which is there as frequency, activation, so that it then makes its way into manifestation. But it's not like it's coming from one land to another land, because formless and form is really one something. The distinction being that when it becomes formless is simply slowed down enough in vibration to take on the garment of manifestation. And it's so beautiful to know that all of the love I want, that you want, or any of us could want, is alive and well. Like love is co-eternal, with God. And so love, just like God, has a presence that is everywhere, and a boundary that is nowhere. Like simultaneously throughout eternity, love is here, love is here, love is there, love is there, love is there, love is down there. And when we seem to be lacking in love, it's because we've allowed, the channel of our awareness to be turned away from love. And so then we feel that we are without love. And so the full magnitude of love is accessible to us by our simply turning the channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of love ad infinitum. Because love is an eternal broadcast. Peace is an eternal broadcast. Harmony with all our relations and all of our beloveds, an eternal broadcast. And when we're lacking in harmony with our beloveds, it's because, once again, we have the channel of our awareness turned away from harmony with all our relations. So even now, let us turn the channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of supreme harmony with all our relations. Even those that we're having difficulty with in this now linear time, Let us be of the up-leveled intention to turn the channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of the supreme harmony that we share with those that are difficult for us in this now linear time. And it's so beautiful that that's available to us. And it's so beautiful that we don't have to roll up our sleeves and strenuously do something. It's such a tender process of allowing something that's already going on. Just like when we turn on the radio, we turn to this broadcast or that broadcast. And we didn't have to create any one of those broadcasts. All we had to do is turn the channel to the broadcast. Mm-hmm. And there it was. You know, we don't have to do anything to manufacture love. We don't have to do anything to manufacture peace. All of that co-eternal with God. Broadcast going on eternally. And so we just turn the channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of whatever is our heart's desire. You know, we let love us. We let peace on us. We let bliss all over us. And we let wisdom enlighten us. It's all there. We also turn the channel of our awareness to the broadcast frequency of our oneness with every exalted being. Jesus the Christ, the Buddha, Krishna, Allah, Yahweh, Wakandanka. All those beings, extended realities of our own self. And so we turn the channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of Christ, the frequency broadcast of Buddha, Krishna, Allah, Yahweh, Wakantanka, Yemaya, Oshun, Obatala, Olodumare, every great being. And return the channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of the reality that we are the microcosmic container of the macrocosmic lineage of ascended masters. Every ascended master, every angel, every exalted being lives right here, lives right there, not far away. Anything that is real and anything that is authentic has a presence that is everywhere, and a boundary that is nowhere. In the authenticity of who you really are, you have a presence that is everywhere, and a boundary that is nowhere. There is no boundary that can inhibit your eternal expansion, my eternal expansion, our eternal expansion. And so we turn the channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of our eternal nature, of our everywhere, every when, and every oneness. Every awareness, every witness, every oneness. Really feel that. That you have a presence that is everywhere. In the crystal, in Nefertiti, in the fabric on the ceiling, in the being who is the part of you speaking to you, called Astarius. Own the reality that you live everywhere, and you live every when, and you live within everyone. No more renting with option to buy. Owning the eternal vastness of your being. Also, return the channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of all those who were invited tonight but couldn't, for various reasons, make it in a body, because they too have a presence that is everywhere and a boundary that is nowhere. Therefore they sit here with us, all around us, as well as within us. We have presence that is everywhere, and the boundary that is nowhere. Return the channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of everywhere and every when that the three of us are in the highest resonance of mutual love, mutual peace, mutual empowerment throughout the course of eternity. Because we will the power of the every when-ness. We invite the greatest exaltation of our exchanges with each other into this now moment. Pre-memorate the greatest glory of our eternal future. Commemorate the greatest glory of our infinite past. And we cause it to harmonically converge in the now memoration of the now moment, the now time, and the here space, while yet being aware of the fact that every time is now. Every space is here, and everyone is us. And so in this now moment, we turn the channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of supreme peace with everyone, to the frequency broadcast of benevolent governmental forces, to the frequency broadcast of the redemption of all governments in this earth and throughout the universe. No longer being upset by the shit-doodle that we witness, but rather looking larger. In the looking larger, we turn the channel of our awareness to a higher possibility for all of those engaging in lowliness, and also being humble enough to say, but by the grace of God, I could do the same thing. The lowest devil can't go lower than the lowest that I am capable of. And the highest angel can't fly higher than the highest that I am capable of. Even now, in this now moment, turning the channel of awareness to the frequency broadcast of exuberance in the body. Zest, fire, energy, balance, B-A-L-A-N-C-E, balance, B-A-L-A-N-C-E, be all and see. Return channel of our awareness to the frequency broadcast of balance. Balance is all-inclusive and never exclusive. In balance, no one is ever excluded. That's why it's B-A-L-A-N-C-E, be all and see.
Yeah.
And so we invite balance, and I invite you here presenced in bodies to be aware of your co-creative hand, heart, and mind in everything that is occurring down the corridors of this moment. This is your co-creation. Isn't it wonderful that you love yourself so much that you're co-creating into being such a now moment? Hey. And so I celebrate the love that you feel for yourself, the love that I feel for myself that is co-creating into being this delicious surprise of the now moment. The now moment is a delicious surprise and perpetuating the deliciousness of that surprise. That even this delicious surprise has a presence that is everywhere and a boundary that is nowhere. There is no boundary that can inhibit the eternal expansion of the delicious surprise. And so we're co-creating. And we're understanding even more why I was on such fire about being here in this now moment, in this now space, Ascension Temple. I mean, I even understand it better as I allow the Absolute to have its way with me and through me. And I celebrate the power of this co-creation. As I look upon you, I turn the channel of my awareness to the frequency broadcast where all your troubles are no more. I see that. The reality of all the burdens having fallen away is a frequency broadcast in the quantum field of infinite possibilities, in the cosmic consciousness of God, in the Akashic records, the book of eternal remembrance. And it moves my heart. It gives my heart something new to throb about, to know that in the feeling frequency of the quantum, you are problem-free. In the feeling frequency of the quantum, you are a shining example, an exemplification for others of how to be free. How to be loved. And we together hold the divine intention that by virtue of the feeling frequency of this now moment, the universe is weak in the knees. The universe is in a perpetual swoon by virtue of this now moment. We are causing the universe to swoon and tingle all over itself in the feeling frequency of this now moment. Every cell within our being says, I am that I feel. The absoluteness of love. The absoluteness of joy. The absoluteness of peace. And so here we are, problem-free. The absence of all problems also has a presence that is everywhere, and a boundary that is nowhere. The problems of life, the pain of life, the difficulty of life, the hate of life, the strife of life, days are numbered, has a shelf life, cannot stay the course of eternity, because adversity is not one with God and therefore not co-eternal with God. Isn't it wonderful that all of our problems' days are numbered? Yes, days are numbered. And so every cell within our being says, I am that I feel the quantum intention and reality of being problemless, painless, fearless, hatredless. So beautiful. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for receiving the transmission and allowing the transformation. If you are enjoying my transmissions, please subscribe to my channel and share this video as well as others with maybe 5 or 10 people. It's a beautiful thing when something is transformational for you and then you share it with others. You experience an expansion of your spiritual interests, your spiritual equity, because you multiply your own transformation by way of sharing it forward. So thank you in advance for sharing with 5 or 10 people. I'm available for readings, sound healing transmissions. I practice and teach Reiki, and I would be honored to support you with a personal session. I do this work by, virtually, so it doesn't matter where you are on the planet, we can do some work. And if you happen to be in Central Florida, then we can do it in person. I have a great number of music albums as well as a couple of books available on my website. That's Astarius.com, Astarius.com. So be sure and go over there and see what is available and book a session, get some music. And thank you so much for playing in the field of win-win. I love you with the passion of heaven, and fly well on the wings of Ascension.